breaking the cycle of addiction.
I always said, like, I would never do this. Like, I'm not going to be like my mom. I'm not going to be like my dad. It's like, how the heck? You know, it's like, it doesn't stop.
Then, they say a wife's intuition is never wrong.
I really believe that he's cheating on me and not with just one person.
Could this be paranoia?
I'm trying to say that I didn't physically do anything.
Or provable?
I took our marriage vow seriously. I never, ever cheated on you. I want to get off the stage. I don't want to be here.
Go right now, off this stage, take a lie detector test.
Okay.
And a single mom at the end of her rope.
They don't work. They don't do anything.
Her rage towards her daughters is so intense,
You act like I owe you my life. I've given you all that I can.
it threatens to destroy her entire family's future.
I feel like at this point, we need to part ways.
That's right now.
Welcome. Dealing with a family member who's battling a drug addiction used to be a dirty little secret. But these days, addiction is very much commonplace in most of our lives. My next guest has been battling addiction for more than 20 years. And his mum says if he doesn't get help today, he won't have a future. Please welcome Ricky and his mum, Sharon, to the show. Hey, guys. So, what happened to you a couple of days ago, Ricky?
About 5 days ago, I OD'd off of heroin. I shot about 8 bags, and
How many bags?
8.
8.
I shouldn't be here right now. I haven't done heroin in a long time, but, you know, I was sober for almost a year, and because of that, you know, I thought I would do it.
When you took 8 bags of heroin, were you trying to kill yourself?
Half and half.
What were you thinking when you were doing it?
I just, like, want the pain to stop. You know, it's on and off. Mm-hmm. You know, from pills to alcohol to heroin.
You were flatlined. You were actually dead.
Yeah, this is the second time.
The second time. You drink?
Yeah, every day.
You drive drunk?
Yes.
You're desperate for help?
Yeah.
Why now?
I have 2 kids. My daughter is 6. She'll be 7 in November. And my son will be 11 in October.
Sharon, when you listen to this and I can see the pain, what do you think when you hear this?
He's my only child, and I don't want to lose them because I have 2 beautiful grandkids. It hurts. I've seen it so many times when he OD, and every time I've seen it, I say, God, just please bring him back to life. And that's my only child I have, and I don't know what else to do. I need help. I want him to get his life right.
When you see a mom like this, does that do anything to you?
It does, you know. But, like, she knows of any addict. She's been through it, you know, and it's not easy.
Why has it got so bad that we're at this place of flatlining? I mean, that means you're dead, Ricky. You have 2 kids. Do your kids ever see you when you're in a bad way?
The worst my son has seen me when I was drinking. I had him with me for a year, and we ended up, you know, living in a hotel. He got taken from me at the bus terminal, and I just lost it. I broke down in front of everybody. You know, and from then on, you know, I've been really fighting this. You know, I've been in and out of recovery. I did treatment twice. For only 30 days, though. It's a free treatment facility, you know, so it's not really like a serious treatment. But it really doesn't have to be. Like, you have to want it, and I know that. You know, but it seems like every time I think I got it, you know, I end up messing up. You know, I take 1 drop of alcohol, and that's it. You know, the whole cycle starts.
So, Mom, you've been through this, right? You were an addict 30 years ago, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel guilty that he's at this point now?
Yes, I do. I mean, when I was using years ago, when I lost my mom and everything and stuff, when she was murdered, and
it was horrific.
It was rough for me. I had a rough life. She tried to help me a lot too, but I wouldn't try to help myself. I wasn't ready.
Were you close to your grandmother, or you?
I was.
Do you think you ever grieved that? I'm sorry to hear that, but did you ever grieve that?
Did I have?
Did you ever grieve the loss of your grandmother? You said
I never did. No.
Okay. Do you think that was a turning point in you going to drugs, or there was something else. Something took you to that point of liking alcohol and then getting into drugs. What was that point?
There was a point with like my grandmom. I was 9 when that happened. I remember the funeral. I remember what I was wearing. But it wasn't just that. It was, you know, growing up before that, you know, being in foster care, you know, and seeing my mom, you know, do what she did. And I think it has to do with like a lot of that. But I always said like I would never do this. Like I'm not going to be like my mom, or I'm not going to be like my dad. My dad was killed. He was an alcoholic. He died in a car accident.
What does that trigger in your mind?
You know, it's like it doesn't stop. You know, and I've never gotten counseling for anything. It makes me feel like crap. You know, like I really need to get some help.
You seem very hardened.
There's been a lot of times where, like, behind closed doors, like, where I'll break down.
Okay.
You know, and I try not to, you know, let people see how I feel inside because I'm so scared of, like, what people are going to think.
How did you move from cocaine to heroin?
Cocaine was right around, I don't know, 17, 18. It was a while down the road before I did that. It started out with just snorting it a couple of times.
Okay.
Like, I wasn't the type to, you know, go anywhere to look for it, you know, and end up with drug charges or anything like that. But I always knew the right people to be around that had it, that would share it.
So the wrong people, but the right people to get you what you wanted.
Exactly.
Okay. So you spent most of your life in foster care.
Yeah.
You've seen all these horrific things happen, your mum going through what she went through. And by the way, 30 years clean, congratulations for you. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. You saw your grandma murdered, or be the end of that, and your dad killed in a DWI. When you put all that together, and it's alcohol and it's drugs and all the things that you do, you've been to rehabilitation 2 times. Why now?
It's the flatlining. I wasn't meant to die. You know, I'm better than that.
You died. You died. Sorry, no,
back.
you died. You flatlined. It went, you died. You weren't supposed to die because you're here now.
Right.
But if it wasn't for the grace of God and those folks at the hospital, you would have died.
Yes.
Right? So what I'm looking for is, what has finally moved you? Is it that you were flatlined, you woke up and you said, you know what? I'm done with this. I need...
It's that. It's being constantly homeless, have a place, and then end up homeless, bouncing around from house to house, you know, living in my car. You know, it fluctuates. You know, it's everything, like, put into the pot. And it's like when they say that, you know, you hit rock bottom, you hit bottom. And I'm bouncing like 5 times. I'm not bouncing once. You know, it just keeps on bouncing like a basketball.
You're 34 years old, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel as a man right now?
I feel that I have a lot to accomplish, you know, to actually get that label, you know, to be a man, the man that I need to be. You know, because right now I got a lot of growing up to do.
You failed as a man.
Basically.
Right? 2 things that you need to do, first of all, is own the drugs. You have to own that, and you have to want to change for those 2 kids that you probably won't see if you don't change the way you live.
Right.
And living with your mum, and you've seen what she has gone through, I mean, not only in her own life, but with everything else that's happened, and now you are the only person she has. Because it's not fair. It's not... You okay? Come here. Listen, you came here for help, right? I'm going to get you help. That's what I do. All right? I promise you. We have the ability to change, okay? We can change anything. But it starts with you. And if you want to die, keep doing what you're doing. Last night when you arrived, right?
Yeah.
I was so concerned with you. The show actually put security outside of your room. Because what I didn't want was you to come to LA and think you could get drugs easy. And you can, believe me. And that's everywhere you go. So we did that last night so you wouldn't sneak out the room and go and get drugs. And I'm still worried about you.
Still to come.
Okay, Mom.
Mom.
I.
The show, the Robert Irvine Show, is not about television. I really want to help you, and I think we can. But you've got to want to. And you've got to see the tears and them kids every time you wake up in the morning. And you've got to want to wake up in the morning. Joining us to shed some light is a very, very dear friend of mine, Carrie Quashen from the Action Family Counseling. One of the most amazing human beings I've ever come across in my life. Tell him your story, and then I want you to tell me what you think right now.
This is insane, but I've been clean and sober now for 35 years, and I'll tell you what. I was listening to your story, and two things. Number one, I believe you've been on a suicide run for a lot of years. You've been running from yourself, but everywhere you go, you land up with you. And I don't believe you want to die. I believe you want to feel better. True?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the most important things we have, all of us in this whole world, is our family. So do me a favor, stand up for a second. Stand up. You too. Look at your mom, grab her hands. Both her hands.
Come up here, Kerry.
Here. I want you to do me a favor, okay? I want you to look at your mom. I want you to repeat after me, Mom.
Come here.
Mom.
Stand here.
And I'm not doing this to mess with you, but I really want you to see what you're losing, okay? Mom. I love my drugs more than you. Say it again.
Mom, I love my drugs more than you.
Say it again.
Mom, I love my drugs more than you.
One more time.
Mom, I love my drugs more than you.
Now I want you to say this, Mom.
Mom,
Say whatever you want.
I love you, but I don't want to die. I don't want to grow up. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose me. I want my kids in my life. I love you. I'm sorry.
You know what sorry means?
Sorry to me means you go through a lot of pain and you realize it before it's too late.
It means you're going to do what you got to do to fix it. That's what sorry means. Sorry doesn't mean, I'm sorry, I'm going to do it again. Sorry means I'm going to stop. Getting sober is easy. You just got to change everything. Your friends, your playground, your toys, your thinking, everything. And if you want to get sober, I think we might be able to help with that. You want to say something to him?
You gotta remember, you got two beautiful kids. I got two beautiful grandkids. And you doing this, you're tearing my heart out.
Enough loss, huh?
I'm too much lost, and I love you very much. This is what I call the show, because I didn't know what else to do.
Isn't it interesting if we'd have been a couple of days ago, we'd have been going to a funeral right now. Ricky, we can help you, but I need you to agree for my referral to go to Kerry's rehabilitation center and work with Kerry. So you have to agree with my referral, because let me tell you, it's as long as it takes to get better, okay? It may be 30, it may be 60, it may be 90, it may be whatever, but you have to start to love who you are before you can love anybody else, okay? And at that point, and when he's ready, and he tells me you're ready, then you can leave. Because it's really important that you are surrounded by people that can not only educate you, but help you understand what triggers those feelings. If you decide you're going right after the show, if you decide you want to make a change,
In my car.
you're going now.
With me.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are you ready to take the referral and go with him?
Yes.
Take him off. You understand? You're not going home to Florida now. You're going with Kerry right now in a car
Peru.
to a great place. That's what it's called. It is. It's a while from here in a car, but I'm going to tell you the most amazing place on the planet that's going to help you. You got that, right?
Yes.
So there's no plane going back to Florida. You're going in the car with him.
Okay.
Off you go. Right now. We will be right back.
You can walk now. You can walk now.
Yeah, of course. Good luck, all right? Stick with it and listen. All right? Be good, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome, okay? He's going to be just great, okay?
When we come back,
You went to the bar with this person and stayed out all night long, took my vehicle. And
Do you see how this sounds?
Yes.
Next. Welcome. Two of the most common reasons marriage ends in divorce is infidelity and finances. But what if your marriage is plagued by both? For this reason, Brandy says she's ready to divorce her husband, Merrick. Welcome, Brandy, to the show. How are you?
I'm good.
So, what is going on with your marriage?
Merrick and I have been married since 2012.
Okay. It's okay. What are you upset for?
Because I feel like he's a liar and he's been dishonest in our marriage.
So let's deal with the cheating piece first. You've got any
He has a lot of social media, and I found out that he was messaging women.
So he's messaging women on social media behind your back.
You're right.
Oh, yeah. Let's have a look at some of these.
Yeah. The one that is the biggest one is the one where he's talking about with another woman having a dream about them having intercourse in a hotel. And
I had a dream, ... but I chickened out. I had a hotel room, and it was about to go down.
And he's telling her this. They're going back and forth
He
about
said
it.
he was talking about you and being married.
Right.
But that's not one, that's...
Yeah, there's other
6.
women who message him on his social media. And he just makes excuses. He claims that, don't you see that I mentioned that I had a wife?
You've been married 4.5 years.
Right.
That's cheating right there. Sorry, that's cheating right there. So he has an excuse for everything.
Exactly.
Well, we're not taking any excuses today. We're going to confront him right now. Merrick, come on out here. How are you? Nice to see you. So I have to, first of all, how much you love her?
I love her with all.
How much do you want to save your marriage?
I want to save with all. That's why I'm here, because I want to save her.
You're liars.
And she doesn't believe me.
I don't.
Why don't
I
you believe
believe
him?
you because I really believe that he's cheated on me, and not with just one person.
Okay.
I too in my heart.
Okay. Why are you texting dreams to women after you've been married to Brandy for 4.5 years?
I admit that it was wrong and it was
but
not appropriate.
You tried to make excuses that, don't you see that I mentioned that I have you, and you tried to make an excuse of it, and you keep doing it.
Well, no, I'm not saying that it's not wrong. I'm saying it's wrong, but I'm trying to explain to it. No, nothing happened. I wasn't
But
saying...
you're trying to make it sound like it's not adultery.
I didn't physically do anything. That's all I was saying. I wasn't saying that it wasn't wrong.
So let me ask this question. Brandy, what's your issue with money?
There's no stability in our home. He only uses acting. He has a job, 2 other jobs that he works at, but they're not full-time. They're part-time, and they don't...
What do you do?
It could be anything. I try to do whatever I can to support my house. So I'll move furniture. I'll wait tables.
But when
if I
the
have an acting
landlord
job, I'll
is
take
coming
it.
to us and asking us, hey, where's the rent? You're never there. You don't come home till 10, 11 o'clock at night. He has 2 cell phones.
Why do you have 2 cell phones?
One is an old cell phone, and one is a newer cell phone.
And his cell phone's always off, or it's not charging. I don't know why my phone is off. Every time when you're coming back from LA.
Have you ever cheated on her?
No. But because of the text messages she's seen, she's inferred that I have.
You've had 7,000 messages with one person. More conversation than you've had with me in the course of our 4 years.
Brandy.
It is.
Who is this person that you keep messaging with all these things?
Do you go to
It's a
TJ
female.
with that person?
I'm sorry, do you what?
You went to TJ.
What's TJ?
Tijuana.
Do you go to the bar? You went to the bar with this person and stayed out all night long. Took my vehicle. And
Do you see how this sounds?
Yes.
So if you're listening like I'm listening from the outside in, how do you think you look right now?
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad. But that's not the fact. I didn't text her at 1:30 saying, hey, let's go to TJ. I was saying, hey, I was drunk, yes. What's the last call in TJ is what I said. I wasn't like, hey, let's go to TJ.
You married, so you expect honesty from Brandy, right, in a marriage? Because that's what marriage is, honesty, openness, communication, all those things,
Yes.
trust.
can't get answers out of
Is
it.
there anything you want to confess to? Anything? This is the place to confess.
Yeah, I've done things that have been inappropriate in our marriage.
Inappropriate. What is inappropriate to you?
I've said things to people that were inappropriate that I shouldn't have said to them. I realized that I betrayed your trust in that way, and I want to do whatever I can to...
And you're sitting here, right here, and you're going to sit here and tell me that you have never cheated on me physically.
Never cheated on you physically. Never. Never.
Okay, you're honest about that,
Yes.
right? Okay, I want you to do me a favor then.
Yes.
Go right now, off this stage, take a lie detector test.
Okay.
Okay? Off you go, go that way. To find out, once and for all, right? We can talk and talk and talk.
Exactly.
Now the proof in the pudding is what he's going to do. When we come back, we'll get the results. Coming up, when you disappeared with Brandy's car and had drinks with another woman, did you have sexual contact, oral sex, or intercourse with her? Merrick's answer was no. The lie detector, however, determined... State. We're back with Brandy and Merrick. We sent Merrick off to take a lie detector test to find out if he was cheating on her. So, if he passes, what are you going to do?
It just depends, because what I've seen and what I've experienced in our marriage, just sitting up here listening to him talk, it doesn't seem like even texting someone is not adultery.
Okay. But if he fails,
If he fails, it's over.
Okay.
I'll have closure, and I'm going to move on, and he's going to move on.
Merrick, what do you have to say? Anything?
I mean, I never said that the texting wasn't wrong. I keep trying to get that across to you. It was wrong. I'm not saying it wasn't wrong.
But you're not saying that it's not cheating.
I'm saying that there was nothing physical. That's all I was saying.
All right, lie detector test results. We asked Merrick, do you stay with Brandy because she financially supports you? Merrick's answer, you said no. Lie detector determined you were telling the truth. We asked you, Merrick, do you want to be married to Brandy? Merrick's answer was yes. Lie detector determined he was telling the truth. We asked you, have you ever cheated with the woman you text messaged to meet up with? Merrick's answer was no. The lie detector determined he was telling the truth. We asked you, when you disappeared with Brandy's car and had drinks with another woman, did you have sexual contact, oral sex, or intercourse with her? Merrick's answer was no. The lie detector, however, determined that was a lie.
Merrick, I don't want to know. That's it. I knew it. I knew you two up until
Brandy, it was a stressful question.
No.
It was the same question as the other question. It was the same
A lie is a
question.
lie. You lied to me.
Okay, next
You
question. We asked you, since being married to Brandy, not including the time you were separated, have you had sexual contact, oral sex, or intercourse with anyone other than her? You said no. The lie detector determined you were telling a lie. You want to explain?
It's a stressful question. We've been going through this for years now about this question. So, yeah, I was nervous when they asked me the question.
Is there anything you want to own up to or confess to? I think now would be a pretty good time.
Yes, going out with someone else to drinks was wrong.
You had sex with the woman.
I have not. I have not.
No.
I have not. I have not cheated on you, Brandy. I have been inappropriate, but I've not.
What is inappropriate?
Meaning I've said things that I should not have said to other people. I've, made comments that I should not have said, but I have not been physical with anybody else.
You're never going to man up. You're always going to keep doing this. You're always going to keep lying. You're always going to continue to do this one person after a person. You have a pattern of doing this.
No, Brandy.
You're going to continue to do it. You're going to stay on it, and it doesn't matter. It's over.
Brandy?
No, Merrick. I cannot do this. I'll take our marriage vow seriously. I never, ever cheated on you. Not even when I left you for 3 months. I was trying to get you back. I came back here. I was driving out here, not you. You weren't coming back to get me. I was going to get you. I was running after you all the time. You never ran after me. Never. You know why? because you were busy being with someone else.
I'm not with, I wasn't with anybody else.
You were. You were.
Listen, you can have all these. You can read them. I didn't make them up. I'm sorry, Brandy, I really am. But at least you have the answers.
I already knew that the answer was. I already knew. I just needed proof, and I have it. That's all I needed.
Listen, you wanted answers, and you've got the answers, okay? Now you have to, it's tough, but you have to go on and figure it out, okay? You can find anybody you want, okay? You don't need that, okay? We'll be right back.
After the break,
They don't work. They don't have jobs.
Wow.
They don't do anything. Pay your own rent, buy a car, to go to school, take care of yourself. I mean, seriously, you act like I owe you my life. I've given you all that I can.
stay tuned.
Are you in a family conflict and need my help to get it resolved? Come and be a guest on my show. Contact me at therobertirvineshow.com or call me at 1-844-IRVINE. Welcome. My guests today say that they've dealt with a lifetime of belittlement and verbal abuse from their mother, Danielle. Watch this clip.
I'm trying to get help for me and my family.
My mother is insensitive, rude, and selfish. My mom's priority is definitely her boyfriend and her work over her kids.
At the end of the day, my daughters feel as if this man has taken me from them.
There are a lot of times where she does snap, and she's so caught up in her anger that she will become verbally abusive to us.
I feel as though she can maybe tone it down a bit, as in not yell as much and not scream as much.
They mistake my passion as anger. Clearly, I'm not perfect, and I can't sit here and validate every single emotion I ever had or any event that took place in my life. I can't justify every single thing I did in my life.
My mom's actions have had such a toll on us. They've caused me to have anxiety, depression, insecurity about my body, trust issues.
You don't have to be afraid of me because I'm the last person that would ever hurt you, but that is passion because I love you and I've done so much that I just can't accept it. That you think that way about me.
You have to know how you're hurting us. You just have to know, and it's just like she doesn't care to even relate to us. She doesn't care to speak with us. She doesn't care to listen. She doesn't care to do any of that.
I'm not your sister. I'm not your friend. I am your mother. I am the one person that cares about you. I will be here to the day I die, regardless of we can get you 1,000 arguments.
If my mom continues to have these outbursts, then she is going to continue to push me and my sisters away.
I think that you're just kind of scared of me doing better and just kind of moving on. I think you're scared of like me leaving and finding better and never looking back. I am sorry if I've done anything to hurt you, and I do forgive you for everything that you've put me through too.
Please welcome Trinasia and Verena to the show. Wow, very powerful. So why are we here today?
Basically, we just kind of want to come to a common grounds with our mother and just kind of express the things that we've been feeling, that we feel like we haven't been able to, you know, tell her. We don't feel like she really wants to take time out to make things better, and I'm not sure why that is. So
how is the relationship with your mom now?
It's not really good. It's like on the rocks, you know what I mean? Like we've tried to talk to her at home multiple times, but it's always the same thing.
She's abusive? She threatens you?
Yeah.
She's verbally abusive? Okay.
Yeah.
No,
That's
not right. That's not right.
What are the things she says to you? She call you names?
Yeah, all the time.
What does she call you?
Names like everything, stupid, and she says that we're probably not going to make it in life. And
Do you both work?
Yeah.
No, they don't, actually.
Well,
They don't, either one of them have jobs, so that's a lie.
Okay. And when you converse with her, when you talk to her about what she's doing and where you are, what's the reaction that she gives you?
She gets upset.
and just kind of yells. It's just kind of like shutting it down. She doesn't really want to hear it. She doesn't want to talk
So
about
you
it.
both live at home, right?
Yes.
Okay. So your mom married?
No.
Boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay. You like him?
Not really.
So that causes some friction?
A little bit, yeah. It's because we want to see my mom happy, but at the same time, we don't really have like a good relationship with her and him at the same time. So we feel like problems just always occur.
Do you feel that she sides with him more than she sides with you?
Yes, a little bit.
Let's bring Danielle out. Let's see what she has to say. Hi. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
Nice to see you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, you're welcome.
So, we appreciate you being here. Obviously, you've just heard what was said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just think a lot of it is fake.
Okay.
Because, you know, for years, it's just been me and the girls.
Okay.
All right. I've tried my best. That's why they still live with me today. I feel like you girls treat me like I'm not your mother. Yes, I have a strong voice, and I am opinionated for a reason.
How was your growing up with your parents?
I mean, it was tough with me because my mother had 12 kids, so it was just her, you know, and I had my stepfather. I never really had my father around.
So your mother was a strong woman?
She was very, very strong, yes, absolutely.
So she disciplined you?
She
and
sure
how did she discipline you?
You know, she's from another country. She's from Germany, so, you know.
Strong?
Yeah, very strong.
I'm European, I get it.
Yeah.
With you guys, when you talk to your mum, does she, like I'm talking, does she talk like this or does she yell at you?
Most of the time it is yelling because I feel like there's so much anger and emotion behind all of this. Yeah. And we do sometimes try to talk, but I feel like I know my mom is going through so much and that she lets her outside anger interfere with our relationship and when she's talking with us too.
Give me an example of an argument with your daughters. How does that start?
Usually it's me asking them to do something, or just if I come home from working a 12, 13-hour shift and everybody's laying around and nobody's doing nothing, and I'm saying, hey, how was your day? Did you have a productive day? You know, what happened?
And that starts an argument?
And that starts an argument, and then they escalate, and then, you know, they also say things
like
that
what?
you normally wouldn't say to your mother.
Like what?
Okay? Just, you know, a lot of things. They did degrade me about the man that I'm with. They throw things in my face.
So do you threaten them when you get to that point of frustration?
Yeah, like if you don't like it at this point, you can leave. That's where my threats go. You need to walk because I'm putting forth so much effort, okay? And it's, you know, I'm trying.
So talk to me how you would talk to them. And you just come home and I'm laying on the couch watching TV.
Hey, what's going on? Just like that. What's up? How was your day?
And what is your reaction when your mom says that?
She'll come in, and her tone is very aggressive. Like, she's like, oh, you didn't do this today? Or what are you doing? What are your plans?
Well, that's the way you take it.
No, that's the way that you're saying it. And we just respond
and that is so
to
wrong.
the way that you say it to us. If you say it,
you see the way you're saying that to me, though. I mean,
I'm
you
upset and I'm
constantly attitudes.
We don't give off.
And you see that ganging up? What they do? That's also what happens. They constantly gang up on me. But she's 21 and she's 19. So at this point, if there's no resolution, we need to part ways. You are an adult. If you don't like the way I speak, if you don't like anything about me, you're free to go on your own.
Absolutely.
Good luck.
But let me remind you of something.
God bless you.
No, and that's absolutely right. They're adults.
Seriously.
They're adults. But let me remind you something. You just said, let me remind, what do you mean, excuse me?
Oh, okay.
You have an 11-year-old daughter.
Exactly, who I need to focus on, not two adults who they don't work, they don't have jobs, they don't do anything. So what's the problem here?
Well, obviously, I'm asking you a question and getting upset about it.
Get a job, pay your own rent, buy a car, go to school, take care of yourself. Stop talking about me and what I'm doing with my life. I'm sick and tired. Kids these days ask for too much. I mean, seriously, you act like I owe you my life. I've given you all that I can.
Still to come.
You know what? That's it. I wish you guys the best of luck. I really do. I wish you all the best. But I'd rather not go any further than this.
Don't go away. Closed captioning for the Robert Irvine Show is provided by...
I'm sick and tired. Kids these days ask for too much. I mean, seriously. You act like I owe you my life. I've given you all that I can.
Why are you so angry?
You know what? Because I was also their age at one point.
Okay.
But I had them. I had an apartment. I had a
So that was a
corporate
decision.
job.
But that was a decision
I had
you made,
a
right?
paid car. I did all of this. Of course, it was a decision that I made, and there has to be some sort of credit for that. I mean, because at
There
the
is
end
credit.
of the day,
You've got two beautiful daughters.
right? Okay, great.
Okay. You're angry, and you're very angry. Okay, I get it.
You're not going to fix it for 20 minutes on a show, sit on a stage.
No, but I want to know what it is.
So when they come home and they're, as soon as I turn my back, they're talking on the phone about me to whoever, somebody in the family, dogging me out, and my thing is that maybe I am a little old school, but I would have never, ever spoke to my mother the way these girls talk to me.
It's because of the way she says things and what she says. Because we're like, we can normally talk, and she's not doing that. That's how I feel. Like, we could simply have a conversation, and then we'll shut it down.
Okay.
So
yeah, it's you know what? That's it. But I'd rather not go any further than this.
I don't think that's going to help the situation.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to help your situation.
Right.
You've single-parented 3 children.
Yes.
Which you've done a great job. Nobody's questioning that.
Right.
What the question is, what is the anger that drives you to that point that there is a trigger in you, whatever it is? It's not with them.
Yeah, no, it is
It's with life. No, it's not, because you went off at me.
No matter what the result of this is, if we can't come to some sort of a conclusion, I'm not dealing with this anymore.
Do you believe that she loves you, right?
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
That she's done everything for you, right?
Yep. More.
What have you done for her? Do you clean the house? Do you...
Yeah, every single day.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that. Me coming home, 12, 13, 14-hour shifts, working for this doctor's office, and there's piled up dishes. You're in your bed. I mean, dude, you're, like I'm saying, 21 years old, you don't even make your bed?
I clean the house. I take care of what I need to take care of.
Does it bother you? And the same question to you. Does it bother you when you see them cry, or does it bother you when you see your mother cry?
Yeah, it bothers me.
Yeah.
There you have it.
We don't want to see you.
What are you thinking right now? What are you thinking right now?
At the end of the day, I don't want to lose my kids. I don't want them to go off and I never talk to them.
Single day.
But I am not going to deal with this anymore. I'm so sorry.
So what can we do? Okay,
I
what
just
can
don't
we
have the
do?
strength to do it anymore.
What can we do to make it, at least start building blocks to fix the issues?
Yeah, they need to change their attitude. They need to motivate themselves a little bit more and stop being so offended when I try to give them advice. I have an 11-year-old daughter. I need to focus. I'm starting 2 new businesses. I've already invested a substantial amount of money into these businesses. It takes a lot of time, networking, efforts, different things. I can't deal with the pressure of these 2 young adults in my house criticizing, critiquing me, talking about me behind my back. If I say something or give them their advice, they're just...
Okay. My concern, I do think you've been a great mom, but I think you're overzealous and you're angry and you are.
Right.
And I don't know what's causing that. And if it's them needing to step up and get a job, guys, I agree with your mum on that. Sorry, I do. You've got to get up and you've got to get a job, right? There's a feeling of, if you're living in the house, you do the chores, you pay some of the bills, all those things.
Right.
I grew up that way too.
Right.
Okay, I completely agree. That's not the issue.
Okay.
When she tells us these things, she thinks that we're not listening. We completely agree. We understand, and we want to work towards those things. I feel like we could sit there and listen to her talk all day, and it would never be the other way around, ever.
What are your dreams?
Well,
what do you want to do?
I want to become a commercial real estate developer.
What do you want to do?
I want to be a lawyer.
Right. So those dreams are pretty aspirational dreams, right? If you work hard, I truly believe you can do anything if you have that passion to do it. But our job is to be aspirational for these guys to go out and reach for the stars. And I wish, and I mean I wish, I could help you. Because at the end of the day, you're an amazing human being. You're angry, okay, I get it. And your mom is angry. But there's something in there, that you don't understand that she's been through.
Yeah, right. And I want her to like communicate those things.
But she's not going to do that because mums don't do that with kids.
Right, but instead she'll take it out on us. But why not tell us like why you're angry?
But she won't, because that's just not our nature.
Just basic respect, though. Just basic respect. That's all I'm asking. Common sense things.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to talk to each other in a real, normal voice. No negatives, only positives. What do you love about your mom?
I love that she's very hardworking and that she's willing to do what they need to do to take care of her kids.
What do you love about your mom?
She's very strong and passionate, and she is very hardworking.
Do you think she's done everything in her life to this point to get to this point for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, you're in the prime of your life. You're about to, you go college and all these things that you're going to do, and you want to be a lawyer, and you want to do the...
Yeah.
This is the time you get to enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And this is the time you should be saying, you know what, Mom, let me take you for dinner, and let me pay for you. I really think if we can converse some more and stop this anger, and you guys, can you get up and you give a hug for your mom, because I think she needs a hug. And I do. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Are you in a family conflict and need my help to get it resolved? Come and be a guest on my show. Contact me at therobertirvineshow.com or call me at 1-844-IRVINE. So obviously I wanted to make sure that we got Ricky and Sharon the best of care and the best of help. And I will keep you informed on the progress of Ricky and Sharon as we go through. I want to thank all my guests for sharing their stories with us today. And if you're in pain, don't be afraid to reach out to somebody that you love and ask for help. True courage is having the strength to tell a loved one you need their help. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Until then, take care of each other.
I just want to say thank you, and I'm going to get through this. I'm not going to lose at this. I got a life ahead of me. I'm only 34.
I love you. And do it for yourself, please. Okay? And remember, you do it for you first and your 2 kids. Call me when you can. I love you.